Welcome to the virtual open day presentation for Level 3 BTEC Sports Studies at Lliswerry High School. We run 3 courses at Lliswerry High School. The Subsidiary Diploma in Sport, which is the equivalent of 1 A-level and will take up one of your options. The Diploma in Sport, which is a 2 A-level equivalent and will take up 2 of your options. And finally, the Extended Diploma in Sport, which is the equivalent to 3 A-levels and will take up all 3 of your option choices. Course structure and assessment. It's entirely coursework based, so change from level 2 there's no examination. It's predominantly theory based lessons in computer rooms and classrooms, although when assignments lend themselves there will be practical based activities, and it's all internally assessed by your teachers. Another major change from level 2 to level 3 is the grading equivalent. Okay, as you can see on the left hand side there, that's what the grades were equivalent to at GCSE, whereas as you can see on the right hand side, it's slightly different at level 3. So a distinction star is now equivalent to an A, a distinction is the midway point between a B and a C, and as you can see, a merit between a C and a D, and a pass between a D and an E. These are the modules you will study depending on the course you choose. The subsidiary diploma, we've got Unit 1, which is anatomy and physiology, so all to do with human biology, muscles, skeleton, heart, lungs, etc. Physiology of fitness, we look at energy systems. Fitness testing for sport, which is the various different fitness tests, how we carry them out and what we use the information for. And risk assessment, so assessing different risks, assessing facilities and what the possible implications are there for sport. If you choose the diploma, then you will study all the units on the subsidiary diploma. In addition, then you will study Unit 12, Unit 15 and Unit 27. Current issues, which is contemporary, so modern issues we find in sport, gender, sexism, racism, those type of things which are really prevalent in sport today. Instructing physical activity and exercise, so delivering sessions, delivering lessons, and technical and tactical, analysing different sports performance and the technical and tactical elements that make up different sports. Finally, the extended diploma, you will study everything on the subsidiary, the diploma, and then these 3 modules as well. So sport injuries, we look into different sport injuries, what causes them, and injury prevention. Rules, regulations, and officiating. So you will have a look at 2 different sports and compare and contrast how the officials regulate those sports. You will also take part in refereeing and regulating sports yourself. And finally, Unit 23, you will organise and deliver and review a sports event. And moving into Year 13, okay, again on the subsidiary diploma, you will study the options in the first column there, so sports coaching, as it says on the tin. Unit 11, sports nutrition, so look at how diet and nutrition have a massive impact on sports performance and the different sports that you do. Unit 17, psychology in sports, so look at not just the physical elements that make up sports, so look at the mental side of sport, looking at how the mind plays a massive impact on how well we perform and how we do in certain sports. The diploma, again, you will study those on the subsidiary, and then Unit 4, 19 and 28. So fitness training and programming, putting together training programs for athletes. Unit 19, analysis of sports performance, so having a look at different sports stars and analysing their sports performance and almost doing notational analysis on that type of stuff. And Unit 28, having a look at the various elements that make up an athlete's lifestyle. Finally, if you're doing the extended diploma, then again, you'd have studied everything in the first 2 columns. In addition, then, Unit 14, Unit 8 and Unit 26. So exercise, health and lifestyle, how they play an important part on just everyday life and in sports. Unit 8, practical team sports. You look at a couple of different team sports and have a look at the various different elements that make up that. And finally, work experience. You will do a period of time doing work experience in sport, and then you will write a report and a review on how that went. Career opportunities and progression. So what can you do with a level 3 qualification in sport? We have a high success rate of pupils moving on and going to university and studying sport at further education, but as you can see from the list there, a vast variety of opportunities to go into. Okay, specific things like the armed forces, things like the services, police, fire service. But what we're looking for from you is good organisational skills. Independent thinking and learning. Can you do things for yourself? Communication. Do you communicate well with peers, teachers, staff members? Collaboration. So working well as part of a team and working in a group. Having good research skills and not just having a look on the internet. Can you use textbooks and journals, things like that, to get a good variety of research into your assignments? Having good IT skills, so as well on the computer, as well as being able to do videos and editing, those type of things. The main one for me though is this next one, which is an interest and an enjoyment of sport. It's not just looking at one sport, it's not just football or netball. It's looking at a huge variety of sports and having a look at lots of different examples from all those sports. So having a general interest in sport will be is a massive thing, I think, for doing this course. Critical thinking, and finally time management. Time management's a big one. So using lesson time productively, using your free time in and around school productively, as well as time at home, to make sure those assignments are in on time, but more importantly, they're to the best standard they can be. Any questions or anything I've covered, anything I've maybe haven't covered, or anything you'd like to ask a little bit further, then please get in contact and I will do what I can to help. Look forward to seeing you all on the course.